Hey guys, so today I'm going to be looking at more Am I Wrong stories. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. I have been living with my dad, his girlfriend of 2 years, and her daughter for a couple of months now, while my mum is visiting my sick grandfather in Sweden. I've only ever stayed at my dad's on weekends, so it's been hard getting used to living with his girlfriend and her kid full time. The kid is super whiny and pretty spoiled because girlfriend dotes on her, so I usually just stay in my room. Today, girlfriend was taking her daughter on a special outing because she passed a math test, and my dad suggested I go with them for a girls' day out. I wanted to say no, but I knew that he wanted me to get to know his girlfriend and girlfriend's daughter better, so I agreed. He gave girlfriend $300 to spend during the outing. We spent the day going in and out of stores girlfriend's daughter liked in the mall complex. Girlfriend ended up buying her a lot of clothes, makeup, and other stuff I don't remember. On our way back home, girlfriend stopped at the Starbucks because daughter wanted a drink and some cake pops. She ordered a drink for her and her daughter and 2 cake pops. I asked her if I could get something, and she said she ran out of money and should get me something next time. What? Wow. Oh, the dad gave them $300 to spend equally, okay? The dad didn't just give the girlfriend $300 to spend on herself and her own daughter. How dare she? When they got their order, I asked if I could have one of the cake pops, and girlfriend said that it was daughter's treat for hard work and it would be wrong for me to take one since I didn't do anything that deserved being rewarded. Oh my gosh. I'd be so mad. I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty upset. When we got back home, my dad saw their drinks and asked where mine was. I told him that I wasn't allowed to get one because I don't deserve it. His girlfriend got upset and said I was twisting her words, and the daughter just said I was being greedy and was jealous of her. Greedy? You used all the freaking money, little brat. I know I'm not entitled to a drink or a cake pop, but I also don't think it's wrong to be a little annoyed. You are entitled to a drink and a cake pop. You're entitled to all that, alright? Your dad gave them $300 to spend for everyone. The dad didn't just give them $300 to spend on themselves. Those little brats. That kind of parenting really got her to be a freaking spoiled brat too. Like, her daughter is 13 years old. You can give her a freaking cake pop. What the heck? Even if her mum was like, no, you can't have it, the daughter should have been like, no, yeah, you can have it, take one. But not. The daughter is freaking greedy and selfish. Who the heck does the daughter think she's calling greedy and jealous? Honestly, if I was in this girl's situation, I'll be like, wow, I'm greedy and jealous when you're the one using my dad's money. Ha 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 ha, very funny. I'll be so sad and heartbroken if I knew my dad was dating someone like this. $300 to spend, but they didn't even spend a penny on her. Ooh, these people suck. Alright, next story. My brother Fred and his wife Sarah are not very financially stable, so it was a bit of a surprise for my sister Katie and I when they announced that they were pregnant. However, we kept it to ourselves. A few months ago, Katie planned a family trip. Brother and sister-in-law decided to opt out as they were costing costs for the baby. At this, mum and dad decided to cancel the trip altogether and have another one later, since mum's health wasn't too great either. This greatly irked Katie as she was really looking forward to this trip and made some very unsubtle remarks that Fred and Sarah shouldn't be having children if they don't have money. Unfortunately, due to several complications, the baby was stillborn. It has been a month and my brother and sister-in-law are understandably still devastated, especially my sister-in-law's mental health is not very well as of now. Yesterday, I hosted a little family dinner at my home with sister, brother, sister-in-law, and our parents. Sometime before dinner, sister-in-law went to the bathroom, and meanwhile, my husband asked Fred if she was doing well. Before Fred could reply, Katie jumped in and said, well, the loss is very sad. Think of it as a good thing. At least you don't have to worry about money anymore. As I said, you shouldn't be bringing kids into this world unless you are sure you can provide for them. Yo, that's such a nasty thing to say, man. Oh my god. You should never say this to someone who's still going through grief. Like, they just lost their baby. You don't say that. You don't say that at all. Just keep it to yourself, okay? Like, I agree with her. You shouldn't be bringing kids into this world unless you know you can provide for them. But if they're already pregnant and everything and they really want to have a kid, you shouldn't be saying that. You can have that thought in your mind, right? But that's just your opinion. You shouldn't be like making someone feel bad. Oh, I don't even know, honestly. But I just think it's so messed up to say that to someone who's still going through grief. Like, insensitive. She's really not sympathetic at all. Like, she doesn't even feel bad. She's not even sad. She doesn't even care. She thinks it's a good thing. Wow. Fred went red-faced and said that they would have been able to provide for their child. They may not have money for extra luxuries, but they would do everything for their child. He was almost crying and purple with anger. So I quickly dragged Katie to the kitchen and demanded what had possessed her to say something so insensitive. She got incredibly defensive and said that she had made a very practical observation and she was 100% correct. I hate people like this who just think it's okay to hurt someone's feelings and still think they're the right one. These are the kind of people who are like, I was just being honest. You know, sometimes you don't gotta say some stuff. Even if you're honest, you don't have to say it. It was better to see straight than be clouded by emotions. By that time, Sarah had come out of the bathroom and was shocked to see Fred in tears. She kept on getting hysterical and asking what was wrong. I knew that Katie's presence would ruin things further, and I asked her to get out. She looked incredibly hurt and angry, but went out anyway. Fortunately, our parents were late and didn't have to see the whole spectacle. When they came home and found out what had happened, they were shocked and upset at Katie too. But Mum thinks that perhaps I shouldn't have kicked Katie out like this. No, kick her out. Someone who doesn't think they're wrong after saying that and they're still going to defend themselves, they're just going to cause even more trouble. Alright? Just kick her out. Honestly. Oh, some people are just a freaking headache to deal with. Like, some people just don't have any common sense. Huh? Even if you think that way, you shouldn't say it. Like, so many people do agree that you shouldn't have kids unless you can provide for them. But they would not be jerks like Katie if someone is already pregnant with a kid. They aren't going to say that. They're just going to think it, okay? And why would you say it? Like, it changes nothing now. You know what I mean? Wow, Katie's a freaking nightmare, honestly. How could you not feel bad? And she even got defensive. The audacity. Alright, next story. My ex cheated on me with his current wife. That was 5 years ago. Ex and I share 3 sons who are 11, 10 and 8. Ex's wife has a daughter and a son with her ex, who she also cheated on with my ex. The two of them have said it all, from it was meant to be to how great it is because the kids all have a bigger and happier family, blah blah blah. I am over it in some ways. There's very much a sting that the affair partner in my marriage gets to call herself my kid's stepmom. But I'm not all that sorry that my ex is gone. That man slept with her behind my back for 18 months before her husband and I found out. I am civil when the kids are around. I ignore them when the kids aren't around. This whole thing happened over ex's parents. They were disgusted with him for cheating. Mother-in-law told him that he destroyed his kids' foundation, that leaving a spouse is never easy and divorce is hard for kids anyway, but when you add conflict in the way of cheating, you take something from a child that they can rarely ever get back, and that's parents who can still care about each other and want the best for each other despite not being together. They stayed very close with me and haven't welcomed ex's wife at all. Nor have they been involved with ex's life since really, or his stepkids. It bothers her a lot. Wow, his parents are good people. What they said is definitely true. Holy, that was deep. Honestly, cheating is just always selfish. But when you have kids and you cheat, you also bring them into it. That's just a messed up kind of selfish. My youngest son won an award in school a couple of weeks ago. X and his wife were there. So was I. X's wife ended up coming up to complain to me because both mine and X's parents showed up briefly, spoke to my son, then to me, and left. She was saying how unfair it is, how her kids don't understand why X's family have nothing to do with them and why they never see them, but they know my kids have a relationship. She said X's family love me. It hurts her feelings to feel not good enough. I'll be honest, I rolled my eyes first, but then I laughed because she seemed to expect sympathy or help from me. Laughing at her pissed her off. I have heard from her and my ex since that I was rude. I should care about the kids at least. And I am not thinking of my kids when I keep bad blood between us and laugh at her suffering. Okay. One part of me doesn't care and believes I'm fine once my kids couldn't see it. Another part of me wonders if I was wrong to laugh at her. Of course not. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. If I was in that situation, I don't think I could keep my cool. Like, she had an affair with this woman's husband and she has the audacity to be like, why don't their family like me? Like, because you cheated? You guys are cheaters together, so you guys belong together, but you don't deserve love from other people, okay? Like, love and trust is earned. If you can't even do that, then you don't deserve it, alright? This woman really just thinks that just because she has the title of being a wife, she deserves people to like her. Yo, that's not how it works. You gotta earn it. And what you did is never gonna earn you points. Literally tearing a family apart. Obviously, they're not gonna like you. I would laugh too. I'd be like, what the... You really think someone's gonna like you? You really think my family and his family are gonna like you after you did something like this? Well. Well. You know, these people just don't know that they did something wrong. And they're just not apologetic. Look at them even saying, we were meant to be. This is why it happened. Literally trying to justify themselves for cheating. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!